Greetings, Minecrafters! Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 2 of Stoneblock 3. I have got some project chests. Yep, we're already to the project chest phase. And there's a lot to do to get where I want to go, so let's just jump straight into it here. First of all, I got a couple of these crystal chests from bees, so I set them up with this system, and it ran overnight, and they were both completely full, but I ran a lot of iron through it. Look at all these stacks of blocks of iron, stacks of blocks of coal, stacks of blocks of zinc. I processed some of the sand and got some of the materials from that, but still mostly in here. I forget about the furnaces. I don't have another bucket. Well, I got plenty of iron. Make another bucket. There we go. Pick up the water, put down the lava, hit P to place that. And you can take the iron and toss it over here, and it'll get cooked up in batches. And I can put it all there. And just got to wait for it all to process, but not so long that it despawns, of course. But it goes much faster than one at a time in a furnace, or even 3 furnaces. This does the whole stack at once, or 12 stacks at once, however you want to do it. And then you can switch back to washing once it's done. It always seems to go faster than that when I'm doing it on my own. Doing it for company, it always seems to be so slow. There's nobody there right now. I dug out this little room over here. And every now and then a mob spawns in there. I see them on the mini-map. And as a result, I've gotten quite a few things. Eggs. I'll show you that in a moment. I've gotten some rotten flesh and some bones and a couple of wilden wings and a wilden horn. And the spider was in there, some string, skeleton, arrow. I guess I should show you the chicken. Over here, I had the pen that I set up at the end of the last episode. But I went and placed this chest and hopper and built some stairs up. Not these stairs, it was more direct stairs and walled. And pushed the chicken up the stairs and onto the hopper. And then blocked it in. So they're sitting in there. I've actually had to kill off a bunch. The first one was laying the eggs and got enough, and I started throwing them in there and got more chickens, and they were laying tons of eggs. But I was getting too many, so I killed off a bunch, which gave me some chicken feathers and some raw chicken. It's got some 11 raw chicken, 12 feathers. So that was working pretty well. Oh, and yeah, I was trying to remember with the hemp. I got the bone meal over here. I could get the hemp. You just bone meal, break the tall grass, and you get these hemp seeds, as well as some wheat seeds. Plant the hemp, and you can get the industrial hemp fiber, and then 3 hemp fiber gets you string. And then you can combine string and iron and so forth and make the engineer's hammer. So I can now make plates. Might as well do it. Let's do 16. Can do it in my inventory even. That with the hammer. 16 plates, and it uses up some of the durability. So that's a lot faster than doing it through the press over there. One of the other things I was getting was mob souls, which is excellent because we can take a basin, a mechanical mixer, gear, handle, get a piece of sand, a bucket of water, And toss the sand and the mob soul in there and turn the crank. Right? Oh, I forgot, didn't put the water in. I hit the filter. Clear the filter. Alright, so now we got them floating in there. Turn the crank, it goes down to mixes. Up it comes. Soul sand. Want to make more soul sand? Easy to do. Don't have to do it that way once you've got this. Oop. Take that one piece of soul sand, make a soul campfire. Pick up that water, put down the soul campfire. Grab some sand and... demonstrating the doing multiple packs at once. And that's it. We don't need this anymore for now. That was a one-shot and done project chest. Those in there. No, not in there. Over here. I need the hammer still. So those should change momentarily. Oh, they're starting to. There they go. As I threw them out. Time delay. We got soul sand. Now, that's plenty. I'm going to keep some in storage here. Because when I break this, I won't get it back. I will get soul soil. That's fine. I got plenty of... I can always make another one if I need to make more soul sand. But I probably won't this go around. I'm going to wash... Yeah, let's just wash that much. I need to keep one stack in reserve so I can make more. And one stack for something else. The rest will wash here in the system. I'm going to put this soul soil in there. The washing the soul sand will get us nether quartz, glowstone, and gold nuggets. But the nether quartz and glowstone are mainly what we want. There we go. Oh, and that's good. That's good enough. All right. Now I can take the soul sand and redstone, or the nether quartz and redstone. One more. That gets you rose quartz. I've been growing my sugarcane over here. Let's get another piece. Turn that into paper. Piece of sand. Throw the excess paper over there. Sand and paper gets you sandpaper. Put the sandpaper in your offhand and this in the on hand. Right click or hold and right click and you get polished rose quartz. And you take the polished rose quartz and the iron sheets that we were just making with the hammer. Now to use this to make what I want to make, we need brass. So now we go over to another project chest. Let's get that out of there. And set this up real quick. These are kiln bricks. They're made with sandstone and bricks. Clay, sand, we got those. Put those together, hit it with this hammer. There we go. Grab block of copper, stack of zinc. Oh, and one more thing. Some coal. Toss those in and it will start making brass. So let's let it make some and I will be right back. Okay, this should have had enough time. Yep, there we got one stack of brass. Looks like it's got enough for a second. So now we can make mechanical crafters. Oh, we need to make the brass casings first. So we need some oak. And and strip off the bark and hit it with the brass. There we go. Mechanical crafter. Oh, and yeah, crafting table. That's easy enough to make. Mechanical crafters. And we'll do that. We'll put these over here where I pre-made. Actually, I already pre-made enough. And have some soul sand in there. Yeah, I work ahead. Make sure all this is going to go smoothly. So we'll save those for later. Save the soul sand for later. Save those for later. Okay, so that was, we did project chest here, project chest there. I see one there, one there. We saw that one. That one's for the crafter. I guess we can go ahead and do that one now. We have everything we need. Let's grab those materials. I've dug out a space here. This is my favorite design for water wheels, and I made it really long because I want this to go fast, even though it's not going to be used a whole lot. I wanted it to go fast. Now, soul sand is useful for water wheels because you can maximize... Oop, I was doing so well there. You can maximize their the water wheel speed by having water going up in a bubble column above soul sand on one side, going around and over and down the other side. But I need some water. So let's get my other bucket. What happened to my other bucket? That's okay, we can make another one. We have the irons. Alright, so the trick to... let's put down these trap doors. Crouch place from this angle. Place from that angle. I can't see from there. Crouch place there, there, and I guess I do want that one there. That one I'll put like that. So if I open all these up, that works. I can get past, but no water can get past. Alright, so for laying out the water, we need 3 stacks of source blocks above the soul sand, or the bubble column won't form. So, lay out, let the water carry me along. Yeah, it's not fast enough. Alright, there's the first column. Should have started at the front. It's sort of slow to get back and forth. Yeah, this is definitely going to be overkill for a starter one of these, but hey, why not? Normally I would only do like 12 and then speed it up only twice, but I decided to give it an extra level of speed, which means I doubled it again. I probably don't need exactly 24, but it's close. Looks like they're all spinning the right way. They should be. This is the right way to do it. I didn't check to make sure the bubble column was there, but do that now. Oh. Yep, bubbles all the way down. Are there bubbles here? I don't see bubbles in this column. Did I miss a spot? Let's Alright, now I must have missed that bottom one there. Alright, so now they're all bubbly. Keep it like that. Okay. So, the first gear out of the gate is a large one. Did I do that? No, I guess I had a rod first. A shaft. Then I had a big gear. Then little gear. Then big gear. Then little gear. Then big gear. Then little gear. That's right. Then one shaft. And another little gear. Then we place the mechanical crafters. And if I do this right, I won't need to make the wrench. Because when you place them, they aim at the one you click. So if I make some scaffolding here. And make sure I'm facing the right way so it doesn't get turned. 3 down. Inward. Inward, 3 down, inward, inward, oop, and 3 more down. Alright. That should all be aimed correctly. It is. Now we can make stuff with that, and one of the things we can make are, let's do blue because I've got plenty of lapis blue that I can turn into blue dye. And an egg in the middle, and blue dye everywhere else. And as soon as it's full, it all breaks off. Sometimes it does that the first time. I think putting the egg last maybe helps. I don't have a large statistical sample, but egg last seems to work more often. Wow, that was fast. Blue chicken. And I've got all these other materials to make the other starter chickens up this way. We've got the nether quartz now. We've got soul sand. So yeah, I'm going to do those. I'll leave the chicken here for now, because we'll have to come back to that, and I'll leave some of the eggs. Project chest complete, though that project chest is integrated into the design, so I'll leave it there. Okay. Keep my buckets. I don't need this hammer on me anymore. What next? Alright. I need to make a farm to feed the chickens seeds to breed them. We've got a few wheat seeds that I got from chopping grass 9. But we need a lot more than that. So I want to do it with create. For that I need some glue, just to make it easier. So I've got over here, well, there's a couple ways to make the glue. Let's look at it. Glue. You need slime balls, or one of the other slime balls, or an ichor ball. Ichor crystal? No, I don't have any ichor crystals. No, I've got sky slime and earth slime. But coagulated blood is one we can make using tinkers. So I tried, let's see on the map here, this is a slime chunk up this way. If I go to this map, yeah, this is a slime chunk, I think. So I went up there and made a little spot, but no slimes ever spawned. I didn't want to have to just wait. I'd rather be proactive and do something. So I've gathered up some lava, the way I showed you before. I made a seared melter. And I've got the casting table, and I need one of these. So we place the lava tank. This is all made, I guess I should say, for those of you who have never used tinkers before, with seared bricks. All these things have seared brick recipes, and that's just cooking grout, and grout is just clay and sand and gravel, and I've got all those, so not a problem making all this. Oh, and I need one of these. You put one of these seared bricks in there, and you get 4 copper. This thing only holds 3, so you gotta run it twice. There we go. And once you got the 4 copper, click the spout here, and it pours out over the casting basin, and we get a smeltery controller. And now this thing is done. Don't need this anymore. Instead, we're going to build a smeltery, a full-size smeltery, now that we've got the controller, over here. And I've laid it out the size I want. And hopefully I've got this counted correctly. Let's see, I want to put the controller. Yeah, I already made one. I forgot. Let's put it here. Then we can put. I've got 2 drains. One here. One here. I'll put the lava. Put both lavas there. And then fill in the rest with seared stone. And that should be a functioning smeltery. Just have to add some spouts in the usual table and basin for all our smeltery needs. Now, to get blood in it, we'll have to go back here and actually break part of it. The lower level is still active, so if I jump in there, it's been heated up by the lava, and ow, 4, 5, and we're out. Click that. The blood pours out and congeals into a coagulated blood ball. Heal up, we'll do it one more time, and then we can make our glue. We're saving the horses. In fact, I think using horses was the original way to make glue in this pack when they first added that feature. But, make Tinker's glue. Or maybe it was a pack's glue. Maybe Tinker never had glue. I don't know. But I remember having to melt horses down in the glue factory. Alright. Now we could probably have tricked some mobs in there, or even, put some chickens in there, but I heal. I'm right here. It's easy. Alright. Now we can make our glue. Get that out of there. Put those away. Glue, iron sheet, iron nugget. I don't have an iron nugget anymore. There we go. There has to be at least one of something an incomplete stack. If there is, like, now there's an incomplete stack of gold. If I shift-click this gold, it goes in there. If there is no stack in there and I shift-click it, it goes to my inventory. Now we got a B. Shall I? Actually, it'll... No, it's stuff we got left down there. Now, let me heal up the rest of the way. I really don't need any more B stuff. Alright, let's go set up the mob farm. I've carved out a room and I've laid down some farmland. And I had some extra tables. And this is all of our parts. So, the output I'm going to have come here in an oak drawer. Put a chute on top of that. And on top of that, one of these portable storage interfaces. We're going to power this in the way I always like to power things, a water wheel, which I did not bring with me. How did I not? Maybe I took it when I was laying out the other setup. Alright, here comes the stuff. I thought it might come up. There we go. I was never sure, because when the bee appears, it leaves an empty space, but I guess it fills the empty space in after itself if it's still there. In which case, the items are trapped and they float upwards through the stone until they reach an empty space. Alright, so I need one more water wheel. So, one of those, two of these, and I got enough planks. Good. There we go, water wheel. Face down, place it. Water. This is an upside down stair that's waterlogged, so it's getting the center of the farm. And then underneath each of these torches is a stone slab that's waterlogged. Just hides the water nicely. Alright, so with that there, 2 shafts, one of these mechanical bearings, and then I'll use this stair because it makes a nice angle. And I've got to kill some of my farmland temporarily because you have to place these mechanical harbors against something. They're only solid on that back little strip. And that's the part that has to be placed. So I can stand on this back edge, but I can't stand on the front. And I do still have a hoe. I got so many diamonds, I went ahead and made a diamond paxel, other diamond tools. Alright, so now it needs... Oh, I put away the chests. Well, one chest will do for now. Place it on the top of this back edge. And then get up here, and if I crouch, it'll face away from me. That'll let me place it on the shelf. Alright, chest. Now the glue. Right click here, to there, and here, to there. It is all glued together now. This one is automatically glued to the bearing, because the bearing had that glue pattern on top of it, the green splotch. So they're all connected, so if I hit the bearing with the right click, there it goes. Spinning around, and it pauses to offload when it gets back to these two. That should be a working farm. Now I just need to get my wheat seeds, and I will get all the bone meal I have. And I will make some extra seeds and let this farm run for a bit, and I will be back. Okay, I'm ready to make the last and final chicken, and I put away my egg. I had an egg. Here we go. Blunk. And there it is, the nether quartz chicken. I've set up a bunch of roosts and drawers, and each drawer has a puller upgrade that I have right-clicked to be down, so it'll pull up from the roost below it. And here are all of my craftable chickens, along with a bunch of seeds and a whole bunch of breeding chambers. So, I am going to... There's going to be more chickens in this, either a third row or I'll do something, but for the moment this is enough. But I don't need a 10-10-10 of every single chicken. I only need 10-10-10 of a couple chickens. So breeding up is not something I'm going to do a lot of. But I do want to get every chicken because I need at least one piece of every material by the time we get to the EMC stage of this pack. So if we look at chickens, you can see that there are a bunch. I mean, we've already made 8 of them. 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 11 of them. Actually, I have 2 of the log chicken. And because I needed some wood. Actually, I'll go and put this in a roost so you can start making more wood. Okay. Now, one of the things you can do with these chickens is if you have more than one and their stats are the same, these are both 1, 1, 1, they do stack. And this will now produce twice as much wood, 2, every time they finish their cycle. And you can get up to 16, so that'll be 16 wood every time. The wood really piles up then. 10-10-10, they produce much faster because their strength and their gain and everything. But just a stack of 16 ones is pretty good, especially when you leave it overnight. You know, I don't need tons of these materials from chickens, so ones are good enough. But the only way they'll stack is if they're the exact same stats. If I were to breed these 2 together, I would get different stat chickens. That's how you increase their stats, is breeding them together. But if you breed 2 chickens that are different, like wood and soul sand here, I do not think they crossbreed. They do not. Soul sand doesn't crossbreed in any way, shape, or form. But even if they did crossbreed, that's a fairly low chance. Most of the time, you'll get one of these 2, and they'll have the same stats as their parent. So here in a moment, I will get either a 1-1-1 soul sand or a 1-1-1 log chicken. So this is a way to get more of a specific stat, in this case, the 1s. And that's pretty easy. I mean, I could take all these chickens and breed them with themselves once, just to get a couple extra points, and then use them from then on, duplicate. Like now that I've got 2 of the soul sand chickens, I can breed those together and breed them up. But I'm just going to let them go for a little bit there. Because I could, now I've got an extra soul sand chicken, I can toss him over here and start him doing things while I'm breeding. But for the most part, we want to breed for new and different chickens. And in particular, a coal chicken, there's the coal chicken, is a prime one to get. That is flint and log. And those are both... let's go ahead and swap. Now, there's a progress bar here. You can see it's already past 75%. Interestingly, you can swap, and that won't change. It'll keep going up. Just don't pick up the chicken. That resets it to 0. But you can swap them out while it's running, and it's fine. So I've got another log. So might as well toss him in there. So while those 2 are going, I love the red curtains when they're breeding. While those two are going, I can look for another chicken that I want. I know another one I want a lot of is the emerald chicken. This is one I want. The coal and this one I want to get to 10, 10, 10. So aiming for them pretty quickly. I mean, the coal you can get right away. Emerald has a few stages. Green we've got. Diamond we need. Diamond is glass and gold. Whoops. Yeah, go away. We need those two. Glass is nether and redstone. We have nether. We need redstone. Which is red we have and sand we have. So let's get the red and the sand and start them going, getting it on. Here we've got another log that's 111, so I can stack it. So all these extras when the breeding fails can immediately be used, which is very handy. All right, so that's redstone. The glass was redstone. All right, so the gold. Gold was yellow and iron. We have yellow. We don't have iron. Iron is bone meal and flint. I've got the bone meal here. Do we have... We need another flint. So maybe when these go, if the crossbreeding failed, we have a 50-50 chance that it's not always 50-50, but hey, we got lucky. We got a flint. So now I can breed those two together. So that'll get us the iron. No, yeah, that'll get us the iron, and then the iron and a yellow. Yeah, well, I'll just start working my way up there. And some of these other chickens that are not currently being used, like I said, the soul sand doesn't have any crossbreeding, so we might as well just put him up. Might as well just put him on the wall. Can't use him for anything. All right, we got a crossbreeding page for the black chicken. So with log we get string, and with bone we get gray. String will be good, so bone, log. Log and, let's say the ink black. So start those going. I've already preloaded all these with seeds. Flint failed to produce anything. Is there anything else it can do? Lots of things. Gunpowder with sand. Sand's busy up here, but we got a new one. So flint and sand can go into this breeder. What else can sand do since I got an extra one? With red, we got that one going. Snowball, we don't have snowball yet, but we will need to do that one. Snowball is log and lapis. We have lapis. And do we have an extra log? We might. Log. I'm getting lucky here. Well, it's 50-50. It's not that much luck involved, but I'll take what I can get. Anything else with the sand? Not yet. Hey, we got a redstone chicken. Alright, so redstone can be used with nether quartz to get the glass. So the quartz is here. Put those two together. And we don't need these breeding together anymore. We can maybe let them go one more time while I get the rest of these set up. Green, zinc, nickel, slime. He's used for the emerald, but we're not ready for that. Cocoa. What else do we need immediately? Copper would be nice to get going. Copper chicken. Yellow and cocoa brown, which is green and red. So here's the green. Our red is busy somewhere. Oh, right here. And there's an extra one. So green and red. Get them going. Oh, these have been busy. What do they got here? We got an iron chicken. And iron was going to go with lead, zinc, aluminum, osmium, silver, gold. We need yellow. There's the yellow. Put those two together. Yeah, so I'm going to continue doing this for a bit. And when I'm done, I should have all the chickens. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm done with the chickens. Yum, 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 yum. Yes, I'm eating some. Yeah, because I've got them all made. Now, most of them are just 111. And I don't have these all full. Like here, I've only got 7 of the gas and 7 of the magma, and only 2 of the slime, 7 of the glass, 10. The quantities are mostly just due to how the breeding ended up making extras. Like I ended up with a lot of extra redstone. But here are all the chickens in the same pattern as they are up here, so I could make sure I got them all. And then I did make the emeralds and the coal at 10, 10, 10. And I made a bunch of them. The only other 2 I made 10, 10, 10 were, it's behind the chest here, the gold chickens and the copper chickens. Oh, and yeah, because they're 10, 10, 10, I need to add extra puller upgrades. So let me make those. I made those to be more because they're used for the upgrades to the storage drawers so they can hold more. That's part of functional storage. So like here I need 2 blocks of copper and 4 ingots just to make 1 copper upgrade. To upgrade it, you need 3 blocks of gold and 3 ingots of gold. I guess I should do the same to diamonds, because you need blocks of diamonds. The netherite, I didn't need to. You just need 1 to get to that top tier. But I'll probably maybe make more diamond. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. I was going to make more of these puller upgrades. So I need about 4, 6, 8. 8 will do me. And what am I short on? Short on stone. There we go. 8. Just need to pull a little faster. And I need to make these to be down as well. Oop. Alright, just making sure. Sometimes you click it once and it doesn't update. And then if you leave and come back, it's different. So those 2, and then emerald. If you click on the edge of the casing there, you can get at this interface. If you click on the face, it just gives you one. And coal. Alright, so now some of them are maxing out at 2K already. A lot of the first ones I put in here are maxed out at 2K. Ender pearls, because they'd only stack to 16, is only a quarter of that. Same with snowballs. These I don't have as many. I only have like 5 of those and 2 of those, so they're going to take a little while to get to 2K. Like I said, there's only 2 slime. Glass, I've got 7. Clay, I've got 2. And I just have 1 cyan. I had 1 more slot, and all that was left was the color, so I stuck a color in there. And then these 2 guys, the water and lava eggs. They're going to be handy. I did, to make room, I moved this. It was on this side of the spinny gear. I moved it to this side, and I got to sort of walk behind it to get to the gears. Just had to slide it down. I also had to extend this wall out a little bit, so now the smeltery is sort of stuck around the corner there, but I can move it later. Yeah, I just needed room to set all these out. So now I got plenty of materials, and I can do things like make a backpack. Backpack. String, white, and leather. So we'll get a stack of leather and a stack of string, stack of bone. 2 stacks of string, but that's fine. So backpack. Need to... Alright. Make a block of gold. I have some yellow dye, don't I? I have some yellow petals. To make all the starter chickens, I made some of this floral fertilizer, which is just any dye. I used lapis to make blue dye, and some bone meal. Hit this on a patch of dirt that I made with my wand, and I do that a number of times. You get all of the mystical flowers of different colors. And then if you take one, like I already took the yellow flower, if I take like the red flower here and craft it, you get petals. You can plant the petals, bone meal them, and then use shears on the plant that grows to get more of the plant, and then you can make more petals, and it doubles it up. And then you can take the petals and turn them into a dye. So, which is what I'm going to do with these yellow. Okay. That one. This is going to take some blue dye, which I have. And it's going to take a block of diamond, which I have. Without even tapping into the chicken. It was really just the leather and the string that I was waiting for. Which I'll save. With some of these. The bee finally dropped some dark matter. It seems that the bees change what they drop based on your progression in the quests. So I guess it pays to progress in the quests. So then they'll start dropping more stuff. Maybe it's when you do all the chickens or something that it starts dropping the dark matter. If it drops enough, I can... Let's see, in this... Now I need to use 4 of them to make a dark matter block. They'd have to drop some red matter too, but if they drop 4 red matter and 4 dark matter, yeah, then you can get the energy condenser. See, alchemical cast, you can do that. Yeah, that would be nice. But I could do it myself. I just need to kill 2 withers, or kill 1 wither at least. But it makes more sense to kill 2. The next tier does require a nether star, so I won't. It's another reason to get a nether star. Hello, Mr. Luggage. Would you like an egg? Yum. Give it back. And go away. Put those away. Eggs. I don't need any more eggs. I'm set up on eggs. I did / caps lock. Events. Toggle. Stick. I turned the stick one off. If you type that, it'll turn stick on and off. You can also do the loot bee on and off, but I'll leave him on for now, since he might drop me more of the dark matter, which I will save here for now. And the backpack I'm going to stick on my back, and I thought letter B would key B. Open backpack. Nothing. Oh, I probably need to open it once myself. Now if I put it on my back, yeah, now I can open it up and toss stuff in there. Get some extra stone as well. I may need to cook some more up. Oh, I'd used some of my newfound materials to make a netherite furnace, which is a regular furnace surrounded by iron, surrounded by gold, surrounded by some diamond and glass, and more steps. But, now I have all the things like blaze rods and magma creams to get it all the way up to the netherite level. Oh, that's the fuel. Leave that in there. And it's pretty speedy. If I take some iron here, Oh, that's right. To make the beetroots, to make the red dye, I put some beetroots in there. And to make the black dye, I put some coal in there. And then I realized for the yellow and red, I needed to... for red I had the beetroot. For the yellow, I needed to do Botania. So yeah, it's pretty speedy. It'll get faster if we... once we have power. Can turn it into a factory which does like 5 at once. And even faster than this, I think. If you have the power. And we will in the next episode. Because as for right now, I think this is a complete episode. We did a lot. A lot of project chests. A big upgrade in materials. Now we can make all sorts of stuff. And the next stage is heading towards EMC. I don't know if we can do that in one episode. And it'll take some time in between episodes to ramp EMC all the way up of just doing repetitive things. That's why I made so many of the emerald chickens. We're going to use coal chickens for power now. And we'll use emerald chickens to bootstrap up an EMC, because the emeralds have a very high EMC value of 16,000. And I can't put that back in because he already filled it up with more. And so of all the materials the chickens produce, emeralds are best. So I can put a whole bunch of these chickens spewing emeralds into a condenser chest and work my way up through the EMC ranks. But I'll show you. We'll do that next. We'll do that one of these upcoming times, either the next episode or the one after that, depending on how things go. Because I'm going to need to get another star next. And there may be some more things before and after that. Like a special mob farm, I'll need to go... Let's see, the quest book here, right at the beginning, is this. We're right in there in the little dot in the center. Well, this isn't a live map, but we are right in the center. And I've got to just start picking a direction and heading out through all that stone. And then there's some dungeons, these blobby things here, and then out into the caves. Don't need to do anything in the caves. And then out into the nether region, and then into the end region, and then there's even more stone on the outside with more dungeons. You can see these little dungeons are spotted around and in each of the zones. I'm going to head out to the nether, find a dungeon, and find myself a wither skeleton spawner and bring it home in a cardboard box. Because I think that's what I need next. Wither skeleton skulls to make a nether star. Okay. I think that is going to be about it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this stage of the game. More stages to come. And then once we get the EMC, then we can start doing automation. I mean, serious automation. Fun stuff. Lots of different things to make. That's what I'm looking forward to. Just want to get there as quickly as possible. All right. This is Nonsanity signing out. Take care. Be good, and see you next time.